Howdy everyone, I'm back at it again. It's a beautiful day for some kayak fishing. So I'm out here on the river today. We're going to try for some pike or muskie. I've got myself set up with a rat lure. I've got the big 50 size bro rat here. Caught a lot of big fish on this lure in the past. I figured I'd give it another try out here on the river today. So we'll chuck the rat around and see what we can catch. I really couldn't ask for a nicer day to be out here in the kayak. So we're going to take advantage of that nice weather and see if we can hook into a river monster or two. Mostly caught muskie on this stretch river in the past, but I have caught a few pike in here too. I love the action of those spro rats. It's got a nice loud rattle inside of it too. So it makes a little bit of noise to hopefully call those big fish in. So I'm going to fish my way up and down this stretch of river today. We'll see if we can figure those fish out. Usually with musky fishing, it's just keep casting and casting and casting until finally you get that lure in the right spot and get it in front of a big, hungry, aggressive fish. Well, I'm fishing my way along. I'm mostly throwing that rat at any, I don't know, stick piles or logs I see. Any shady spots along the bank, any patches of weeds, I'll hit the outer edge of those. Anything that looks like there might be a big fish hiding near it. Yeah, I decided I'd start the day by floating downstream. I can only go downstream a little ways from where I launched. Then I'll turn around and head back upstream. But we'll fish our way up and down this stretch of river and see if we can tempt anything to bite. I launched at about 11 a.m. today. I know from like 3 to 5 we've got a lunar peak where the moon is straight up above me, which always seems to help to get some muskie to show interest. I've had several people ask, you know, what exactly those lunar peaks are. Well, it's when the moon is either straight above, straight below, rising or setting. There's an hour or two period around those times where it's said that fish and game are more active, and it does seem to make a difference with muskie fishing. I've caught probably the majority of the muskie that I've caught in the past during one of those lunar peaks. I mean, I'll usually try to time my trips around those times, so maybe it's just coincidence, but anything I can do to increase my chances and boost my confidence a little bit is always a good thing. Well, I made it down here to my turnaround point and haven't seen any fish yet, but that's kind of to be expected when musky fishing. One of those fish that you really got to work for. But we'll start fishing our way back upstream. Figured I'd check it out down here at least. I don't know if I've ever caught one down here, but I know I've missed a couple bites down this way on the river. Hey, there's something. Not the type of fish I'm looking for, but hey, I'll take it. Get some action. I was kind of thinking I might catch a smallie or two on this rat lure. That was not a real big fish. He had a big appetite though. Trying to eat that 50 size rat. Not a whole lot bigger than the lure. Hey, I'll take it though, it's some action. Keep me entertained while we're looking for that musky bite. I got him. Hey, I thought that was another smallie. I think it might be a pike. If it's a muskie, he's not a big one. It's not a bad pike at all, though. I'll get him in the net. Get in there, you. All right. Hey, look at that. He shook my raft. I just want to take a quick look at you. I'm going to get these hooks out of the way first, just so I don't poke myself with them. We'll let Mr. Pike sit in the net for just a second here. Oh, he's trying to jump out of there. Well, we got our first toothy critter of the day. Oh, he's got a wound there on his belly. That doesn't look good. Probably had a muskie try to take a bite out of him. Decent pike though. He's still trying to eat at least. Off he goes. All right, we've got a smallie, we've got a pike. Now I just need the muskie to finish off the trifecta. Got him. Oh, that was crazy. I don't have him hooked real good. Let's try to get him in the net quick. I thought I startled that fish for sure and he wasn't going to come back for it. Get in there. Oh, look at that. Got him in the net, knocked the lure out of his mouth. That is perfect. Woo! Well, that's what I was hoping for. Geez, I thought I missed my opportunity with that fish. He came back hot, jumped out of the water right as I was pulling that rat up, but he sat right next to me, just waiting for me to put it back in. Oh man, that was cool. Get my lure out of the way here real quick. All right, I found the fish I was looking for with the rat lure. Nice muskie. Man, what an exciting catch that was too. That is such a rush when you have one of those fish chase your lure down and get them to eat it right next to you. He's kicking his tail like he wants to go. I'm trying to dip him down into the deeper, colder water so he takes off nicely. We'll hold him here for just a second until he's ready to go. Off he goes. What a rush. Man, that was one of the coolest musky catches I've had in a long time. That fish definitely wanted that rat lure. I'm going to try to be a little bit more disciplined about at least pulling that rat back past me. It's hard to do sometimes because I'm anxious to get him in and cast him to the next spot, but it almost caused me to miss that fish that I just caught. Luckily, he was all fired up and looking to eat. Got my fingers crossed if I get that rat in front of another one, it's in that same kind of mood. So yeah, that muskie definitely wasn't letting that rat get away from him. Yeah, a lot of times when I'm fishing topwater though, I'll see that fish chase my lure from quite a ways away, or I'll see the fish's tail poking up out of the water as it's chasing down my lure. There we go. There's another big fish. Well, that one looked like he was sitting right up along the bank over there. Came up and crushed that rat. Come back here. Oh, that's a big one. That is a big muskie. I want to get that one in my net. All right, come back here, you. get up here. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. That is a monster. I'm gonna find a spot to park my kayak here. Probably just right up along the bank. I don't want to get my rod tangled up in the trees. All right, you guys. Second muskie of the day. What an absolute beast. That fish just came out and hammered that rat lure. I'm gonna get him back in the water quick. Yeah, they are biting today. Hold on to this guy for just a second and try to poke his head down deeper, getting him into that cool water. Yep, we'll hold him for just a minute here till he's ready to go. Oh, he feels like he wants to kick. There he goes. All right, you guys, I think that's going to do it for today's trip. I fished around about 2.5 hours more after I caught that second muskie. I missed one other bite about an hour and a half ago, right at about the end of that lunar peak time that we had today. And yeah, it definitely seemed like those fish were a lot more active during that late afternoon lunar peak. But that's why I really look at that lunar calendar before I plan these muskie trips. I was thinking about getting out here at first light this morning, but I decided to wait until late morning and hit that afternoon lunar peak, and yeah, it definitely paid off. It put 2 really nice muskie in the net. Got them to munch that big 50 size bro rat. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite big fish lures. Big pike and muskie, they love those rats. It's always a fun one to fish too. Yeah, what an epic day though. The weather was perfect, the fish were biting. I had a lot of fun out here today. I hope you guys enjoyed the afternoon in the kayak with me. Thanks for coming along with me again. I'll see you next time.